So I listed several things that you can do in order to make changes to your studying habits by taking notes and using your textbook and making connections with the text, not just what's within the text by asking questions or answering questions at the end of the chapters, but also coming up with your own questions. When you are reading, what are you curious about? Be engaged. That means you're doing more than just going past the words and saying, okay, so to summarize, this chapter was about X, Y, and Z. What stood out to you? What do you have questions about? What might you be overlooking? Make sure that you take those headings, the bold text, the information that's written in the margins, and even like those pulled out quotes into consideration when you are preparing notes. It's important to think about the things that you're doing during the course of the semester so that you can take corrective action. Now, at the end of the semester, it's also important to do some self-reflection in order to see how you can move forward and do better the next semester if there is a need for improvement. Hopefully, you've had experiences in life where you had to do homework, where you had to do study guides, where you had to do chapter summaries and even short essays on the information that you've read. Take those practices moving forward and apply them specifically when you have a professor who's not assigning you a whole lot of homework. The more you interact and engage with the information that you're required to learn, the more it will stick with you. Now, in addition to taking notes and creating your own homework assignments for yourself by answering those questions that are in the textbook, feel free to Google and see what are some common questions about that subject matter. Where are the study guides for that subject matter? Somebody has written a study guide for the material that you're learning. In addition to notes, take a look and see what videos are out there that help capture the information and summarize it in a way that is more accessible to you. Perhaps the person has more inflection in their voice and it allows you to pay attention. Perhaps there's someone else who's able to break down the content that you're required to learn into smaller bite-sized pieces that are more accessible to you, more digestible, just easier for you to understand. And at the end of it all, you're able to get a big picture based upon those small pieces that they were able to break down. So once again, if you don't have homework, do it yourself. Find a way to get at the information either through your textbook or doing searches for study guides so that you can take those questions and see if you can answer them. See if you can create your own study guide and make sure that you're engaging in class and asking questions during class before the quiz and before the test, because when the test comes, that's it. It's time to find out what you really know. And so the time for asking questions is over. So make sure that you are engaged in class